Yes, hello guys, welcome back to today's video, another video. So today we're going to be continuing from where we stopped yesterday. And yesterday we did the FIFA Agent Exam mock 1, and today is mock 2. So we're just going to continue from where we ended yesterday, 9:30 p.m. Eastern European time. We are back here on stage. So I hope most of you guys who had the questions or who did the questions with me yesterday when I did some revision, so that at least you can answer some of the questions yourself. That's the only way we can study, and that's the only way you can learn, by answering more questions. So today is another day, and we're going to be doing a lot of questions and answers again. And I say, if you are new, always drop your name so that people can see and know where you're watching from. And if you're old, yeah, welcome back. My name is Brian. I live in Finland. I'm a FIFA license agent, and also trying to help people get your license. But most especially, also, I travel around Europe networking with agents, not actual agent, networking with football clubs and trying to build connections so that I can grow my agency. So that's basically what I do, trying to network with football clubs, build my agency, and also try to not try, but sell players. But also my main aim as a football agent is to become an elite one. That's the main aim. Because if I don't want to become an elite agent, then I will just try to maybe just manage one, two or few players that I can think I can make a living out of it. But my aim for me to do this is to also go a lot into the industry, become one of the top agents. That's the main aim. That's why I try to put a lot of energy into that. But anyway, today we are continuing with the questions as we did yesterday. If you're watching from anywhere, always leave your name and also drop where you're watching from. Welcome back for those who have been here already. And also, if you're new, you're welcome. You can put your name and also anything that you name, where you're watching from the chat, so that those who come around can also see where you're watching from, and then they come around. And also, you can also try to, any questions you can try to ask, then it's much also easier for us to communicate. Yesterday, I gave also a task that at least when coming back, try to bring your past questions, not past questions, I always call it past questions. Try to bring your mock question, the mock. Did I lost my brain? Try to bring your study material today, because it's always nice if we are doing something, then you have the study material at hand, then it's very useful. Okay, and watching from UK. Okay, welcome. I think you were here yesterday. Probably, I think, yes. I can see the flag of your flag that represents you. Yes, I remember that logo. So welcome back. And then, yes, as I was saying, try to, what did I even say? What was I even saying? It's probably, did I lost my brain completely today? But anyway, guys, it's nice to see you. It's nice to see you all here and ready to work again and take another next step into you passing the agent exam, which is your main reason why you're here, passing the exam, then go into the industry as agents and start working as agents for as agent as everyone. So today we're going to be doing mock 2, as we already said yesterday. Bring your, how do you call it, your study materials. It's going to help, because today let's take it a little bit more details. Most of you guys didn't have the study materials yesterday, so I just want you to have the study materials, because it's quite helpful also when you have that. Brian, said thank you for all you help. I appreciate, yeah. Okay, so today we'll be doing more question 2. Let's see what we can do. Same principle like yesterday. Put your answers, and then we go through it gradually, all of us, and then we'll see. But today, this time, I just want us to refer to what will be the study materials. So I hope you're having your laptop, then you can open, if you can open also your study materials, that would be great. But let's see today. Just a moment. Let's see if I sh- sharing that. Um, yes, I think today you can see that. So these are today will be mock 2 is the question. How can I shape this? Do I want to shape this? No, I don't. I don't want to shape that. Let's make it like this so that it maximizes so that you don't need to see. I mean, let's just focus on the page. And if we start with mock question 1, so let's go straight into it. So the first question is, in which of the following situations is there a presumption that scouting and consultancy services provided for a club will be included in the football agent services and will be subject to a cap? Select one or more. A, the services were provided in the content of a transaction which did not materialize. B, the services were stipulated in contract which are not representation agreement. C, it's not proven to FIFA that the services were effectively rendered. D, the services occurred within 24 months of a transaction. So those are the questions, and then you can try to, yes, find the answer. Let's say we're straight into it. Yes, hello. The name there is Mr. Emperor. Yes, hello, welcome back, Mr. Emperor. Nice to see you again. I remember your logo as yesterday from yesterday as well. So went it. So the questions, let's see. That was the first question. So read it, and also just take your time. If you have time, as I said, well, let's try to use the study material as much as possible because it's going to help you. So if you find the answer, then tell me the page. As I said, tell me the page that you found the answer on the study material. So we might be slow today. No, not we might. We will be slow today, but the best thing is that this is going to help you massively. Believe me, it's going to help you massively because the thing is what you're already doing here. You're already preparing yourself for the exam. Let me also open my study material as well. Study material. Let's see. The first answer, someone said A and C. Okay. So where did you find the answer? Did you check the study material? Did anyone check the study materials? Still waiting. Okay, let's go through the question. And so the first thing is, is what I said is the study material will quite help if you use it. So that's why I want you to do it. But the first thing is the answer is CD. And I just want you to, I will just give you an assignment, not assignment. Okay, yes, hello and welcome back. We're just starting with the first question, so you're not late. So as you just joined. So the first answer is CD. But what I'll tell you is, so read page 460. I'm going to give reach this one page from page 460. I'm going to just tell you around 460 to 465 and see whether you can come up with something like that. So and come up with something. So, but this is just like something that you can refer back to it. So just to try to, so in those places you get the answer. So what I'm also trying to tell you that you try to find the answer yourself. But again, the study material is very important because let's take, for example, the question you don't know. If you don't know how to use the study material, it's going to be challenging. Okay. So that's why I said so the first answer was CD, which is it's not proven to FIFA that the services were effectively rendered. D, the services occurred within 24 months of the transaction. But what I want you here to is to that the page number I've given you, spend time when you're watching this thing back, try to read those around there to see if you can also locate the answer, because that will help you. Okay, let's move forward. Also, let's move forward to the next question. Let's see. Which of the following natural and legal persons are considered to be third parties in transfers? Select one or more. So, who is considered third parties when it comes to transfer? Which of the following legal persons? They say A, the agent of the engaging club. B, player being transferred. C, agent of releasing club. D, teammate of the player being transferred. Okay. So the question is, which of the following natural and legal persons are considered to be third parties in transfers? Select one or more. So this can be third parties in transfer, select one or more. And yes, tell them, and when you get the answer, then I will tell you where third party. This one we can go and find where the third party is, because I think. But anyways, I'm waiting for your answer. Then I try to. Okay, question 2. Always try when you answer, just try to put the questions number there. Put if it's question 2, try to put it there. Question 2, you put this. Now we are not still doing the exercise. So now, did you find it? Do you know where the answer? Where did you find the answer on the study materials? Use your study material to find where you can find answers. So, for example, when you read this question, they talk about third party. So you should be able to try to find that. And so, if I was doing that, I would know what that third party comes under. What is it? Something like RSTP or FFAR? You need to already know where third party also belongs. So try to go and find the page there and get back and then just let me know. That's why I say if we use this method, it's going to be much helpful to you when you get to the exam, because you are going to be fast in finding the answers using the study material. So I'll give another time again. I'll just give you a minute, then I will let you guys know. Okay, the question was, which of the following natural and legal persons are considered to be third parties in a transfer? Select one or more. So to select one or more, who are considered third parties in the transfer? So the answer, we have three answers here. Who are considered third parties in the transfer? So we have three answers here. We have A, the agent of the engaging club. C, which is another answer, agent of releasing club. And D, teammate of the player being transferred. Okay, now, as I said, this question, third party question, you always have to, it's always confusing. So now, if you want to find the answer of this, when it comes to third party, let's go to page, if you have your study material, you can go to page 462. If I'm not mistaken, 462, 462 to 462, 463. But let me also verify. That's so. Let me open my study material as well. So let me screen too much. Yes, question 2 is all except B. Yeah, you're right. That's why I say A, C, and D is all. All of them are considered third party except B. Yes, except B, the player being transferred. So it's A, C, and D. That's the right answer. Yes, good. Okay. Now, as I said, let's move on. Did anyone find it from the page, from that page 62? That Article 18B's B. Just joined. Yes, you're welcome back. And we have done two questions. We have done two questions. So we're on question 2. So let's move ahead. Okay, let's move ahead. Okay, now question 3. What event might trigger training compensation? Select one or more. What event might trigger training compensation? Select one or more. Okay, somebody already put 3 is C and D. So let me wait. Let's wait also. And let's wait more answers. Question 3. So someone asked a question. Before you took the exam, what was your average score? Were you scoring between 10 to 15 and 15 and above? On the mock question, most of the time I was scoring close, because I had done a lot of past mock questions on the platform. So I was always scoring, if it's 18, 19, 18, 19, those kind of averages like that. But of course, when I started doing it, I was scoring less than that. But because I did the past question more than, let's say, even 40 times there, because each time I studied, I just had to go through, let me say, past questions 1 or 2 times. So it made me knew some questions automatically, that when they ask, I will just know that this is the answer the way they ask. Because when you do the past question multiple times, you're going to find some of those questions repeated itself, because you know the way the exam comes is that it's just the exam is like, excuse me, it's just like the computer just makes something like a ballot. Let me give an example, and then throws you certain questions, 1 to 20 questions your way, and it will be different from your own, your friends, another person's own. So now you can have that chance of maybe getting a lot of those questions that you have been practicing. If you have been doing a lot of past questions and just reading a lot, you get more of those kind of questions. Okay, we're looking at question 3. And someone said, the first person said question 3 was C and D. Another person said C and D. Okay, you said C and D. PM. His name is PM, said C and D. And then another person said 3 is ACD. Another person said 3 AC and D. If it takes, and there was a question here. But to answer your first, let me answer this. The answer is C and D. So question 3 is, what event may trigger training compensation? So we know of what is training compensation. I think we have spoken about training compensation here. Training compensation is when when you sign your first registration as a professional player, that's one, and D, transfer of a professional player. So those are the two options, C and D. So you can find this under RSTP Annex 4, which is page, if I'm not mistaken, page 201 to page 202. But under Annex 4, on the Annex 4 of the RSTP, you find of training compensation there. And now to answer your question, what question was it? So the secret is keep practicing and revising. And not just practicing past question. You have to also read those things. Also, you have to read also. But the thing with the past questions mostly is that most of these questions that we're doing here, you see them there also. Because if you practice a lot of past questions, you're going to be familiar with most of these things as well. Most of the questions. Because most of the questions don't change. They're already on the machine. That the thing is, the question just pops up and they give you. But now you have to, why you have to practice most is that you might have a chance that you get, let's say, 10 past questions, like questions you know, and then you have 10 that you don't know. So what do you do? In that case, if you answer just 10, you're failed because you have to pass 15. So in that case, you have to also be reading the book and knowing how to use the study material. So everything is showing that you have to read also a lot. Okay, let's go to question 4. You are a football agent representing club ZFC that wishes to engage new players. ZFC is facing some financial hardship and asks for your advice in order to find a way to minimize the cost of transfer. Which of the following options will breach the FIFA regulations? Select one or more. A. ZFC only focuses on engaging amateur players. These players first sign their first pro contracts with amateur club, which is a category 4 club that is already cooperating with ZFC. The amateur club then transfer the players to ZFC so that ZFC will save money from not paying training compensation. Okay. B. ZFC engages the player on loan for free by means of loan agreement. ZFC agrees it will engage the player after 2 years on a permanent basis for payment for certain amount, which may vary based on certain performances related bonuses. I'm continuing. Okay, I go up. ZFC therefore will have enough time to obtain the money for the transfer fee. C. ZFC sells economic rights of players. to an investment fund in charge for an amount that will help ZFC to pay the transfer fees for the said players. D. ZFC reaches a transfer agreement with the players' clubs by means of which these clubs are entitled to a percentage of any future transfer of said players. So these kind of questions, this is one thing that I always said in this is one thing that is always tricky with these kind of questions, because before you read the question and you arrive up there, probably you have already, if you're not that focused, you keep reading the question because you might not even understand the question. So these are the things that are quite always confusing. When you see a question with long, like these are the kind of questions actually I used to receive on when I was writing this kind of lengthy question. So I needed to really be focused and like to digest, to understand the question. Okay, let's see what you people said. I thought category 4 club do pay training compensation, but the fees are low. No. Category 4 clubs are amateur clubs, so they don't pay training compensation. Because when you talk of category 4 club, it's an amateur club, and then training compensation is triggered during two cases. When when you're signing a professional contract, and then the next one is when you're transfer. When it's transfer, is that it? Hold on a second here. But those are the two ways that you have training compensation being triggered: through signing your first professional contract and international transfer. But anyways, let's go to the answer. You're welcome. So let's go to the answer. The answer was A. We have the first answer was A. ZFC only focuses on engaging amateur players. These players first signed their first pro contract with amateur club, then which is bracket amateur club bracket category 4 club that is already cooperating with ZFC. The amateur club then transfer the players to ZFC ZFC will save money from not paying training compensation. This ZFC. It's quite tricky to keep reading one name, ZFC. And then the next was C. ZFC sell the economic right of players to an investment fund in exchange for an amount that will help ZFC to pay transfer fees for the said players. So this you can actually, so if you don't understand the question, because I guess most of you guys, you have to go through these questions again. So because the question was quite long, so you have to understand the question as well. Because the aim here, if you don't know how to interpret the question, then you might fumble. But if you are trying to know more about this question, so I would say read more about training compensation rules, which is on probably page 201 to 203. Read more about training compensation, and then you can also read more about third-party ownership, also Article 18 tier, which is page 462 to 463, if I'm not mistaken. So these are things that you need to try to find. You need to read them to be able to understand. Okay, but let's move forward. I know that question was long. So as I explained to you guys, so these are the part of the things that my questions, when I was writing, most of my questions were very long questions. As I said, when I wrote with my friend, which unfortunately he didn't pass because and he has ended up giving up, not doing it because he said the exam was hard. But I was telling him, as I told people, yeah, I once gave people and told people a story about him, that when I was preparing, because I wanted my license that much, I was saying, let's go extra mile to prepare. Let's go extra mile to do this. And he was like, well, since it's multiple choice, I can just read from home and I will get it. If it is difficult, I'm just going to do guesswork. And with this exam, because you have room to pass 15. No matter, you cannot be that lucky to do all the guesswork because it's that challenging. So most of my questions were this kind of lengthy question, and it demanded that I really, really read, focus, and just put my head into it like that. Answer A will be a bridge transfer, which FIFA. What is the question? What is it? It's correct. Okay, but anyways, if you have any question, you can always ask. And then what I'll tell you is those pages that I give you, try to verify because you are going to find you can see you can read through those places. Yeah, long scenario question make the it makes that's one thing that FIFA tries to make to put the question to put that people are always complaining that when the question is long, before you read from up to bottom, you are forgotten already interpreting the question. It makes you go back to read. That's the most difficult thing about the exam. If the questions were just like short, it's quite easy. Yeah. So that's the thing. The paper sheet is small. I don't know. So when we make so if you use your laptop, then because it's enlarged, if you use your laptop, then it's probably then okay. Okay, let's move forward, guys. So we're on question 5. Which of the following occurs after a football agent fails to comply with CPD requirement following the expiring of the provisional suspension period of 60 days? Select one or more. So first of all, you need to know what is CPD requirement, the Continuous Development Program, the program that FIFA. So this is CPD program is a program that when you pass your license, FIFA you have to do this program so that you can start also representing minor. But this is a program that helps you when you finish with the CPD program. FIFA awards you the chance that you can now represent minor. As I said earlier, that in one of our previous studies, that when you actually pass your license, you don't represent minor yet until you do the CPT program before you're granted to represent minor. So in this question, FIFA is asking which of the following occurs after a football agent fails to comply with CPT requirements. So is the requirement I'm talking of uh, following the expiry of the provisional suspension period of 60 days. Select one or more. So probably let's take, for example, you didn't do the CPT and then they gave you a provisional suspension and it expires. So that's what they're asking you here. So select one or more. A, the client have just cause to terminate or representation agreement with that agent. So of course, if just using principle of elimination, although if I'm reading this, when you don't have your license, you cannot represent someone. So I will give people one free answer that A is already a correct answer because when you don't have your license, a client or your license terminated, any client that you have has the right, or right is what we call just cause. It has a just cause to move away from you. So that's one of the answers. So pick the next one. Let's see. Okay, then let's continue. So that was A was correct. Then B, all services fees must be returned to clients. C, their football agent license is withdrawn. D, the football agent is permanently suspended from the profession and may not apply for a new license. So what are the correct answers? Okay, let's go. Question 5. Let's see. Okay, let's see. Guys, slow down. We are still on question 5. Don't go. No, not question 6 yet. Let's look at question 5 first. When we finish, question 5, we have ACD. Someone said ACD. Someone said, I mean 5. Okay. We're now on question 5, guys. So let's focus on question 5 so that at least we do this exactly and we all follow the same thing. So everyone, we are on question 5. So when we move all together so that it's easier for us to move because I cannot come back or I cannot move ahead. We need to do this so that everyone or the people who are partaking have their chance. So question 5, The answer is A and C. So first, the question was which of the following occurs after a football agent fails to comply with CPD requirement following the expiring of the provisional suspension period of 60 days. Select one or more. Their clients, so the agent's client, their clients have just cause to terminate all representation agreement with that agent. So A is correct. Yes, they have. And then B was all service fee must be returned to the client. No. When you've paid something, paid, no. All service fees are not returned. Then C, their football agent license is withdrawn. Of course, when you have not actually comply, your football agent license will be withdrawn. And then D was the football agent is permanently suspended from the profession and may not apply for a new license. No, you have the right to after some time to apply for a new license. So so the answer is A and C. The only reason why your license can be suspended, let's take for example, you do something that hard that your license is suspended. You must have done one something very bad that your license is suspended, and then you're banned never to apply for a license permanently. So let's move forward. Next question is question 6. The Court of Arbitration for Sports has issued an award ordering a club to pay you money. However, the club has faced financial problems leading to its bankruptcy. The club subsequently disappeared and was disaffiliated from the relevant national association. A few years later, you discover an almost identical club has started competing in the same league as the defunct club. Since the defunct club has not paid its debt, may you initiate proceedings against the new club for failing to comply with the aforementioned award by claiming that it is the sporting successor of the defunct club. So you see, most questions that are long like this, if you are not already reading and interpreting and trying to understand what the question is saying, you read, then you go back again up to try to read. So now I give it, you can read. So they say, A, no, you need to file a new complaint against the new club with the competent body. B, yes, you may file such an application with CAS. C, yes, you may apply to submit the matter to the FIFA disciplinary committee. D, yes, you may file such an application with the FIFA Football Tribunal. So this question is saying that, let me try to just interpret it. The Court of Arbitration has issued an award ordering the club. So the Court of Arbitration issued a club to pay you certain amount of compensation, but that club had gone bankruptcy, and then they had ceased to exist. They are ceased to exist. Then after some time now, you discover that that club came back. That club is in function again. So now your job as an agent, now they're asking, do you go to report them, and what measures will you take? So that's why they're saying, that's just what the question is trying to say. So now they start giving you answers. A, no, you need to file a complaint against the new club with the competent body. B, yes, you may file such an application with CAS. Do you complain to CAS? C, yes, you may apply to submit the matter to the FIFA disciplinary committee. So is it FIFA disciplinary committee you want to submit the matter? D, so they're asking, where do you submit if you want to submit your application, or do you submit at all? So those are the answers. So as I said, the FIFA Agent Exam, you have to learn how to just interpret questions. It's very important to learn how to interpret those questions. So, okay, let me see. Okay, good. So, six. Okay, most of you guys got six right. So the question is just one C. Yes, you may apply to submit the matter to the FIFA disciplinary committee. That's very important. FIFA disciplinary committee is a FIFA disciplinary committee who handles this situation. So moving forward, question 7. So guys, have you discovered something? So you discover that now most of these questions are quite long. So this, I cannot help but still repeat this. Most of my questions when I wrote were that kind of lengthy, because most of these questions, when you read something and if you don't know how to interpret it, it becomes more challenging. So question 7. A coach talks to his best friend and shares with him that he has heard rumors at the club he has just joined about odd behavior by a colleague involving young boys. Some people who have been at the club for a long time are saying that this has been going on for years. But the colleague is a very good coach and has a lot of influence. The coach also tells his friend he has noticed many boys working with him have changed over recent weeks and they seem to be afraid of him. He asks his friend for advice about what he should do because there is no safeguarding officer at the club. What should he do? So this is case of safeguarding. And the answers are, let's move to the answers. A, inform the club president who is the respective coach's best friend. B, make a report to the local child protection agency. C, officially contact and inquire with management if there is an institutional reporting process in place. D, go to the police to report his consent about serious allegations of abuse. So check the answers and what do you think? Let's see. I'm still waiting. Let's see. Okay, let's jump into it. Do I wait a bit? Okay. So let's go question 7 now. Okay, so at least I'll give you more time. Question 7 is some people say C, some people B, C, D, some people say B, C, D. So the people who say B, C, D, perfect, it's right. So let me just elaborate on it. So the question was about safeguarding, that there's this person who is, let's just take for example, harassing young players at the club, and then they're asking that this person also is close to the president of the club, which so now what do you do if you have noticed this? They said the answer was A, inform the club president who is the respective coach to best friend. No, you cannot do that. You cannot report the coach to the president, which is his best friend. Nothing's going to happen there. They are instead probably going to do something to you who reports that. That now B, make a report to child local protection agencies. That's normal. You can do that. C, official contact and inquire with management if there's an institutional reporting process in place. Yes, you can also inquire about that. And then D, go to the police to report his concern about. Yes, so A, B, C, and D. I mean, no, sorry. B, C, D are correct. A is wrong. So it's B, C, D. Okay. So next question. A player's former club, I mean, a player's former association has rejected an international transfer certificate request made by the player's new association, indicating that the contract between the former club and the professional player has not expired. What can the new association do? Select one or more. Okay. So a player is trying. This is almost like a player is trying to move club. Then the new club makes request of a transfer of a decent make request for transfer certificate, but now the former association has rejected it. So what can the player do? Answer. Yes, the question is on board. You can still read. Okay, but let's go. Let's squeeze a little bit here and come. Okay, so question 8. Some people put D, some people put B and D, and some people say D. So the answer is B and D. Yes, as PM, as you got it. The answer is B and D. Why? So let's go through and just try to have a little bit of look at it. So it was said, the question was, a player's former association has rejected an international transfer certificate request made by the player's new association. So it's almost like you have a player, he wants to move to a new country, but now the former association rejects the request of the new association that that player still have a contract with his old club. But that is so in this situation, what do you do? They say select one or more. The question A was enter a new transfer instruction. No, you cannot do that. B, accept the rejection. The ICT, it is yes. B, you are going to accept that rejection. That's correct. And then C, dispute the rejection and register the player. No, you cannot dispute and register the player. And then D, dispute the rejection and ask FIFA to intervene. That's only what you can do. You can dispute the rejection, but ask now FIFA, go to FIFA to intervene so that FIFA can help solve this problem. So those were the two answers were B and D. So let's see question. Question 9. A president of a club comes to you for advice on match manipulation. He is concerned that some of the club's players may be involved in match fixing practices and wonders if the club may be held liable for their behavior. Is this so? Is this so? A, no club may only be liable for behavior of their own officials. No. Okay, no. A, let me answer. I read the answer. A, no. Clubs may only be liable for behavior of their own officials. B, yes, clubs may be held liable for the behavior of their players, but are exonerated from liability if they can provide the absence of any fault or negligence on the part of the club. C. Yes, clubs may be held liable for the behavior of their own players under the principle of strict liability. D. No, clubs may not be held liable for the behavior of their players under any circumstances. So think of what's your answer here. So let's go. Yes. Let's see who got the answer. B, C, C, B, B. Okay. The answer is C. Yes, clubs may be held liable for the behavior of their own players under principle of strict liability. Yes, for sure. I just want to also put a little bit of thing. This it's almost like also. Let's give an example. You know, when a club when a player is in the field playing football and then there's a racist chant, and the club always, let's say, if the club says that, if there's a statement they say on the field that, okay, we cannot continue with this game, we cannot continue with this game because there's a racist chant. Let's take, for example, the player stop or whatsoever. Then they go to the field again. The club, there's always constant racism or whatsoever. In future, what always happens is that you, the club, if you don't take away that, you have to take away that individual. And if this continue happening, you face normal consequences. That's why you see people also get fined. Clubs get fined for, because clubs have the right. I'm just giving an example. Clubs have the right to take that individual out of. But if you keep allowing, let's say, if you allow that individual to come to the stadium and watch game, because every individual have a seat number and they can spot that person's out person and say, hey, okay, you're banned from the field. But if the club allow that person to come whatsoever, then that club is held responsible for all this. No matter if the individual is saying racism or whatsoever thing that he's, or committing other behaviors, not only racism or other difficult circumstances, then the club is responsible for that. Okay, let's move to 10. What information must be provided when a coach requests it from their football agent? Select one or more. I remember this kind of question. A, copy of representation agreement. B, a list of all services fee or service fee payments in relation to them. C, a legal opinion on validity of their representation agreement. D, a list of inquired expenses with receipt. So yes, go ahead. Okay, question 10. We have A, B, D, A, B, D, A, and 10 is A, B, C. Okay, I'm going to answer now. Question 10 is A and B. So normally what an agent is entitled to provide is, yes, A and B. Yes, that's A and B. Is provide is a copy of representation agreement, which is normal, and then a list of all service fee payment in relation to them. So those are the two things he can provide. This should be under FFAR. You understand what I mean? FFAR. This under FFAR. Let's see. Okay, but let's move ahead. Now we're going to question 11, 10. Okay, the FIFA judicial bodies base their decisions primarily on which laws and principles? So A, Swiss law, B, CAS law, C, FIFA statutes, D, the European Court of Justice. That's question 11. So I think this one you can just know if you have been reading about this. I think we I don't know if we have mentioned here, but I think this probably you will likely get it. Yes, good guys. It's C, the FIFA statutes. Yep, the answer is C, guys. Okay, perfect. Okay, and question 12 is how regularly will an ordinary FIFA Congress take place? A, once a year. B, once every 2 years. C, every 3 years. 4, every 4 years, coinciding with the World Cup. So I think this you can read under status. You can read maybe probably this is under yes status. I think if I'm not mistaken, Congress. Okay, let's check. Okay, good. Most of you guys said A. Yes, question 12 is A. Always put question 12A. Just make it so that I know you're answering the question. Question 12 is A. Yes, the answer is A, question 12. So the regular, the FIFA Congress, you have to know this. They say how regular and ordinary because there's an extraordinary, but this is right. An ordinary FIFA Congress takes place only once a year, but there's an extraordinary Congress also. So, but this is an ordinary. So you are right. The answer is once a year. And question 13, we have which of the following does not form a part of dispute resolution chamber. So you know I think we spoke about the chambers, yeah, under FIFA tribunal. So which of the following does not which of the following does not form a part of the dispute resolution chambers? A, chairperson. B, the three deputy chairperson. C, 15 player representation. D, 15 club representatives. So, okay, let's answer. Question 13 is just a moment, just a moment. Let's see. Let me verify something. What's this? Let's see. Okay. Are the answers? Did you get the answer? Okay. The answer is B. Question 13 was B. Which of the following does not form part of the dispute? Which of the following does not form part? Which is not part of the dispute? Yeah. Question 13. Yeah. So which of the? So it was B. Three deputy chairperson doesn't form part of the dispute resolution chamber. Because the dispute resolution chamber has a chairperson, it has 15 player representative, it has 15 club representatives. So you do the principle of elimination method, which is B. So the three deputy chairperson is not. Okay, let's move ahead so that we can finish this. Which of the following is not a specific objectives of the FIFA clearinghouse? Protect the integrity of the football transfer system, A, and B, enhance and promote financial transparency in the football transfer system, C, prevent fraudulent conduct in the football transfer system, D, make player salary transfer fees and agent commissions more visible to the public and football fans. I think this is, you know this one. But well, you have to know what is the FIFA clearinghouse? It's in charge of the money paid from, let me say the money also paid from, let me say using training compensation. So that mechanism always passes through the FIFA clearinghouse so that there can be transparency, so that everybody can know there's no fraud. So let me just be explaining why you are choosing the answer. That's the work of the FIFA clearinghouse. So that when you're paying, let's take for example, if there's any transfer happens, it passes through FIFA clearinghouse so that FIFA can see that, okay, there's nothing here. No, the club has paid the accurate amount. There's no fraudulent whatsoever thing. Maybe that's the work of the FIFA clearinghouse to keep transparency. So, just for giving you those hints, what is the answer? Question 14. Yes, Steve. Let me know. Let me know. What's my phone? Let's see. Let's try to see. Okay. So the answer is D. Let me just to go. So the answer is D. So as I explained to people, so the D is make player salaries, transfer fees, and agent commissions more visible to the public and football fans. No, their job is not to make it public to the to football fans and whatsoever, but is to protect the FIFA clearinghouse is protect the integrity of the football transfer system, enhance, promote financial transparency, as I explained to you, so that there shouldn't be any fraud. Also preventing fraudulent conduct in football transfer system. So that's their job. That's why they are there. And next question. What is an allocation statement? A document sent by the transfer matching system to the FIFA clearinghouse outlining which players have been allocated to which club. No, no, no. Okay. No, no, no. What is an allocation statement? A document sent by transfer matching system to FIFA clearinghouse outlining which players have been allocated to which club. B, a document sent by transfer matching system to the FIFA clearinghouse containing all information required to collect the relevant amount and distribute payment to the training club. C, a document sent by a member association to the FIFA clearinghouse containing all relevant financial requirements of a transfer. D, a document sent by a club to the FIFA clearinghouse outlining the training compensation allocation due to them. Okay, so let's see. Yes, so take your time and then you can answer. Okay, let's go. Let's move. Let's continue. Let's question 15. Some people say B, C, B. I will say C, O, A, B, C, and B, and 15B. Okay, and I will say C. So, as I said, always answer and you put A, B, the question number. Question 15 is C. Listen. So, yes, your answer is 15 is C. No, no, no. No, no, no. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Hold on, hold on. It's not C. It's B. The answer is B, not C. So it's a document. What is allocation statement? It's a document sent by the transfer matching system to the FIFA clearinghouse containing all information required to collect the relevant amount and distribute payment to the training club. Okay, so it's B, not C. It's B. Yeah. That's allocation set. So I think that one is, I think if you even type that on your, if you use this thing, if you use control F, I mean F, you can try to find that one because I think you can find the name allocation statement easily with that one. Okay, next, let's move. Let's see. $16. What is this? No, no, no. Why am I going to? I'm 16. Who can admit, suspend? Who can admit, suspend, or expel a FIFA member association? Okay, good one. A, FIFA General Secretariat. B, the FIFA Council. C, the FIFA Congress. And D, the FIFA President. So who do you think? So the question is, who can admit, suspend, or expel a FIFA member association? So question C, let's go. Number 16, let's, yeah. Still waiting for some people. What is this here? Always keep texting people. Go away. Stay there, go away. Okay, now let's see. Please make the page bigger. And the words are smaller even on a laptop. On a laptop, okay, let's see. Maximize. But let's see, even here. I don't know, I'm showing myself here, but I wanted to. Do you see that? The page? Yes, you have to. Let's see, what is this? That's the maximum we can get. In full screen, make new private chat. Let's see. What is this I'm seeing? Okay, let's go ahead. I have to come back here to answer. So question 16 was C. Question 16, I said, was it C? Yes, the FIFA Congress. That was question C. I can see B. Sorry. 16 is C. Yes, 16 is C. Okay, let's go again. Tom, a professional male player, was born 2004. He has played for Illinois FC, a Category 3 club in the CONCACAF Confederation. Since the calendar year of his 8th birthday at the beginning of 2024, Tom will sign his first professional contract with with Illinois parent club, Italia FC, a Category 2 club in the UEFA. What will the training compensation be that is due to Illinois FC? Let's see. I'm waiting. I feel like there is a missing info in this question 17. What is the Category 3 club compensation fee? Feel like I meant Category 2 club. So let's go back. Let me see what you're saying. What is a category 2 club? So normally you should the question, if you read the question very well, you're going to know. For example, you know they have put all the categories. There's a place that and if you first study material, they put all the category based on, yeah, I meant category 2 club fees. So let me go through the question again. Tom, a professional male player, was born in 2004. He has played for Illinois FC, a category 3 club in the CONCACAF Confederation. Since the calendar year of his eighth birthday at the beginning of 2024, Tom will sign his first professional contract with Illinois' parent club, Italia FC, a category 2 club. I think it's okay in the UEFA. So you have to know that what is the coefficient, what is the of a category 2 club when it's UEFA, because UEFA is Europe. In Europe, yeah, if you go and check all those category, what will the training compensation be? So this you have to know how long. I think there has to be calculation here, and if there's yeah, the currency should be in euros. Yeah, because the category of the club, you know each let me say UEFA have their own category. I think you need to go to each when they have placed all those categories to see what is category let's say category 1 club in UEFA. What does it mean? And then you go category 2 club in, let's say for example, CONCACAF. So if you read the question, you memorize it, you try to find, but yeah, you have to apply a little bit of calculation. Yes, category in CONCACAF is in USD, but they are saying that yes, but your answer has to be in euros, because they are saying that Tom, a professional player, male player, was born in 2004. He has played for Illinois FC, a category 3 club in CONCACAF. That's he has played there. Since the calendar year of his 8th birthday at the beginning of 2024, Tom will sign his first professional contract with Illinois FC, with Illinois FC parent club, Italia FC, a category 2 club in UEFA. Okay, a category 2 club in UEFA. So what will the training compensation be that is due to Illinois FC? So yeah, there's I think this question, if we had way, then I can do the calculation and send and also put, but yes, I cannot calculate all this and put here. But the answer is, let's move for the answer here. If you can do those or just follow all those coefficients. Okay, good. Someone said category table is page 567. So you have to use that category page and also know how to calculate that training. Do you know when we spoke of training compensation, I said training compensation is applicable. Also, you have to when someone signs what his first professional contract, from what age, from the age of 12 upward. So you have to also know whether category 2 club, is it payable of training compensation? So all those things. But anyways, the answer is A, 280,000 euros. But if we sum all the calculation right, let's say if you take all these questions, if I have to do all the calculation, I'll get to the answer 280,000 euros, which is A. But anyone who need this answer, I can do the calculation and send to you, and also for you people. But I think this is one thing that about the training compensation that you also need to know a little bit of this calculation. Yes, new club is in UEFA, so it should be euro. Yeah. Explain the calculation. I have to calculate it so that at least you guys already a little bit have. So it's about me trying to calculate it. So let's say, for example, just to follow this rule that I did here. So I'll have to do the calculation a little bit more. But anyways, let's do like this, because even if I explain, you will not have an idea of it. So by just explaining, because I'll be talking about math 10. So what I'll do is, okay, this question, what we'll do is tomorrow Or remember this question. I'm going to put it can't be 400,000. It's too much. You can't conclude. You can't conclude. No, the answer is I didn't say 400,000. I said 280,000. So just listen, guys. What we'll do is tomorrow, because you can see this screen on this question. What is question 17? So I'm going to bring the calculation how we do it. So we're going to answer back this question 17. Then I'm going to try to put the calculation and explain on with the page here. That is more easier so that everyone can see. Rather than me just calling numbers and then you people don't have an idea. Okay? I think that will be more easier for us to do like that so that at least everyone can understand and see. So let's keep this question 17 that this question. No, what am I doing? Hide. So let's keep this question 17. So, well, anyways, prepare. Let's keep this question 17. Then I'll come back to explaining everything in the training years, how it became 280K. I think this is one of the, yes, I think this is one of the, yes, let's keep it for tomorrow. I think this is one of the questions that at least we can use an example to also calculate training compensation. So that at least it helps so that you see. So let's we'll bring it up tomorrow. Guys, prepare. At least this is a nice one that at least we all see how the answer comes out. And then I give you also why it's 280K. Why, see, okay? So let's move to question 19. So let's move forward, guys. We're almost running. Let's this. So which of the following is the best definition of an academy according to FIFA? An organization or independent legal entity whose primary objective is to provide players with academic education and football development. B, an organization whose primary objective is to provide players with long-term training through the provision of necessary training facilities and infrastructure. C, an organization within professional football clubs to training clubs to training young players and help them progress and develop into professional footballers. C, a facility set up to develop young footballers through the provision of a necessary training facility and infrastructure. These shall primarily include, but not be limited to, football training centers, football camps, football schools, etc. So check what's question 19. What's your answer? Question 19. Let me know question 19. Just yes, guys, as I said, it's more best I give all the explanation for question 18 tomorrow so that even if I start putting the figures, you're not going to understand. Yeah. So I want something that is very clear with everybody so that you can see it on the board as this. You can see the page because I'll be explaining and telling you that, okay, this is what I did. This is what it did. This is why it came here. There is more clear. If I just start calling figures to you people, then it won't be clear. So the best option is that tomorrow when I come with a sheet of paper that I can show you on screen. You see it. Okay. That will be beneficial to everyone so that at least you can learn how to do it yourself after I explain. But okay, question 19, someone said ABD, and someone said ABCD, someone said D, and someone said B. Okay, the person who said B, it was B. Yeah, we skip 18 and we'll answer tomorrow so that it's clear because I want people to understand what I'm doing there. So question 19 is B. So let's go through it. They say, which of the following is best definition of an academy according to FIFA? So the best definition of an academy is an organization whose primary objective is to provide players with long-term training. Why is my light off? Just a moment. My light is off. Let's see. Yes, it should come back. So the answer was B, which was an organization whose primary objective is to provide players with long-term training through the provision of the necessary training facilities and infrastructure. Yes, that's the answer. That's the definition of an academy according to FIFA. Last. Okay, question 20 is quite short. Not that long like others. The question 20 is the council may convene an extraordinary congress. Now it's extraordinary as well as the other one was ordinary. So let's read again. The council may convene an extraordinary congress at any time and shall do so if what proportion of the member association makes such a request in writing. A, 1/3, B, half, C, 1/5, and D, 1/4. Oh, what's wrong here? Am I right? What's going on here? Yes, answer. Let's see. No, I didn't put it well. Oh, okay. It needs charging. Yes, it needs charging. Yes, still waiting for question 20. Question 20, some people say C, C, and someone say B, A, A. Waiting, I'm soon going. I'm so saying that. Good, 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 good. Anyone on the next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 6 people answering. How many people? Some few people. Few people try again more. Anyone answering again? Okay, the answer is the people said C. Yes, it's C. Brock, are you in a rap group? What did you say? PA? What I didn't understand. WhatsApp group. Let's see. WhatsApp group. No, I don't think anyone yet. They haven't added themselves yet into a WhatsApp group. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. Let's see. No. But anyways, let's say someone gave an idea of WhatsApp group. Yes, but I think that would be a nice thing for just you people studying here to find a WhatsApp to put you in a WhatsApp group. But let's say not today. Today I cannot. I don't do that. How many questions can you provide for us before the exam? Before the exam. Today we did 20. Yesterday we did 20. Today we do 20. if we do 2024, 20 questions. So I think we'll have like 400 questions. 400 questions. Yes, questions. I'm down for WhatsApp group. Who is down for the WhatsApp group? Hans, if people want a WhatsApp group so that you people can always join and ask questions to yourself, you can put up your you can put hands up. Just put hands and then let's see. If you want a WhatsApp group, so that I can create a WhatsApp group for you people, then you can always, if people need that, I can find, I can create a group for you people that you can always join and ask yourself questions and then study among you people. Then what happens there is, let's take, for example, if your friend, okay, good. If your friend is, or you can always chat there if there's a difficult question. That helps actually you people study, you perform a group and study yourself. If you're always chatting among each other, you send a question to the group and then someone can answer that question for you people. You people just do, you people help each other like that answering. If there's something on a certain page, yeah, people can do. You can do it yourself. Probably also in that group, probably I can send you people. I can always, the question with 208 is only a matter of the currency actually. Yes, don't worry with that question 18. As I said, tomorrow we are going to look after that so that everyone understands that easily. So that it's best that way so that at least everyone understands what is happening there. Okay, I'm going to find, I'm going to try to create that group. Then probably tomorrow when we finish, you can add yourself, you can add yourself in the WhatsApp group, in that WhatsApp group. Then you people can start answering questions with each other. That helps you also actually. Okay, guys, that was it for the questions for today. Let's see. Myself. How do I do myself? Let's see. Yes, I'm back on screen again. The questions are done for today. So yes, quite today was a little bit faster, but than yesterday. But yesterday was the beginning. I hope people learned something. Yes, I'm going to provide the WhatsApp group tomorrow. I'm going to provide the WhatsApp number tomorrow that I'll put it here that everyone can add. So I'm going to put it in the chat that you can add yourself in the WhatsApp group and everyone. So tomorrow will be a day that I can send. I can do that. You add yourself in that group and then you people communicate. It's much easier like that. Okay, that's the best way. Then you can send messages to each other and answer also to each other. It's more helpful that way, so that at least you help each other. Not only me coming here to give an idea, but you can already start to answer your questions within the day if you are communicating inside a group and sending messages to it and talking to each other, answering. It's more helpful. How do you know or go about knowing when to pick one answer and knowing when to pick another one? That's why I said the principle of interpreting the questions. You have to, so knowing that, I think you have to study also a lot about the study materials, because when you study the study materials a lot, then you already know you know where the answer is. So it's about studying them, studying also. So most of the questions I give, let's take for example, I could find the pages already. So I also try to do a lot of revisions, but I could find the pages already because I've been reading the stuff that much. Brian, can we use Meets? I can call you to help set up. It will improve the experience greatly. What do you mean by that? I don't have an idea about what do you mean? Let us know. Minus the minus question 18, which we skipped. Bragg toys. What are you talking? Can you explain a little bit? I don't know. Bragg toys. What do you mean? I don't know. Just explain so that I know. Can you write in full so that I can read? Yes, someone was writing about question 18. Yes, so no worries about that. We are going to look at about that. Google Meeting. Google Meeting. Is that what you mean? That yeah. The live YouTube live streaming experience. Yeah, yes. Well, was the live always? Was it? How can I say it? You guys didn't see the questions a lot, or what? What was the thing? Teams, Zoom, etc. Teams, Zoom, etc. can give a better experience for everyone. Zoom, okay. Teams, Zoom. Yes, I use Zoom. Experience, yes. And also very hard to read the questions. Very hard to read the questions. So the questions were quite small. Do you guys say like that? Was it quite a little bit small for you people to read? Anyways, let's see. Because I use Zoom also. Actually, I use Zoom here. Let's see. But not too sure about the Zoom if it's going to go that way. But anyways, let's see how it goes. If I don't try to find a way with Zoom, we can continue tomorrow. But we talk about this. I mean, I will find. Let's see how Zoom goes. Yeah, with YouTube, no, the thing is with YouTube is also fine. I wanted to use. I was using YouTube before. I was using YouTube, but because I want to show you guys the question, I have to use a streaming software. That's the thing. But with if you are because normally the way I used to stream, I used to just use go live and then I speak. It's more easier. But now because I want people to also see the question, it's quite different. That's why I have to put it. But if I'm just doing live YouTube, which I was doing before, you guys were not seeing the question. But I need to use nice software to be able to stream. That's why probably the Zoom. I'll have to find. I don't know if I can Zoom with YouTube. Go live on YouTube. But the main aim is that I want you also to see what I'm doing because before I was just doing the thing and I was explaining and no one was seeing the question. But what I'm trying to do here is that you guys also see the question, have an ability to see the question. That's why I'm using a streaming software because this is streaming software I'm using, StreamYard, to actually try to make you guys see the questions. Mm, let's see. What is essential? Let's see. You said the agency connect. That is why I'm suggesting a different platform. It was the same with me. Yes, I get your question. I guess. So you said, guys, send me your numbers. I will start the group so we can make work more easier. Let's see. What and your question? What time? What time tomorrow? Tomorrow, live is at 9:30 p.m. Eastern European time. Same time that we came today. It's still the same time. Every day I go live, it has to have the same time, 9:30 p.m. Eastern European time. YouTube is also fine. Yes, I said I think I've answered this. YouTube, yes, I said the main aim. I used to do YouTube live, but you guys don't see the questions, so that's why I wanted you guys to see it. No, not a CET. 9:30 p.m. Eastern European Time. EET, Eastern European Time. If you convert it to your time, it's good. You are going to find it. You're going to see. Just put 9:30 p.m. Eastern European Time, and you're going to find that. But today I discovered that we had some little bit of challenges. The challenges was I still discovered that let's just look at do you guys face problem by finding the answers on the study materials? So just put thumb up if you guys face a problem finding a question the answers on the top of study materials, because the idea of we studying here is that on the study mat when you're using the study materials, it's going to help you with the exam. So you guys, because when I was asking that can you find the answer on the study material, I discovered that it's almost like a challenge to you guys. So what do you think? Or is it that or is that you people are just reluctant using the study materials? What do you guys think? Ooh, one moment, guys. One moment, guys. If not, my phone is going to shut down. Yes, yes. Oh, okay. Let's see. All right, this one. Yes, that was time. 9:30. Yes, that was time. 8:30 ACAT. I don't know if it's 8:30. I don't know if it is 8:30 CET, but yeah, if you convert it, it might be. But if you convert it, it might, yes. So using CRTL plus F, Control F, is not as easy as I thought. So I think I take some practice to be efficient in finding the answer in the book. Yes, that's very important. Try to do that, because the Control F is not efficient because there are many words. When you put it, it doesn't go that way. But if you learn how to find the answers by interpreting the question more easily. So what do I mean by interpreting the question? You have to learn keywords, how to use keywords. The keywords are, we'll find another time to do this. So let me not, I'm going to put a little bit of effort also into this. Let me showing you guys how to use keywords. If they say something, how you can use a keyword to go and find the answer as easy as possible. Next question was using Control F. Yes, I already saw that one. Yes, I was struggling to find them in the materials. I passed fine one. I pressed one document and also. Yes, we're going to try to find how we can do that. It's a challenge for me at the moment in terms of finding the answers. Yes, yes, we'll try to find. So the main thing here is always the keyword. The keyword. Yes. Okay, if you did it, then that's nice. But the keyword also is very important to. I'm going to try it. Let's try to. I'm going to try to help you on that. Yes, answers are tricky, but it is formulated like that. Or With more text, you should understand keywords. Yes. So if you can use keywords, so keywords are very important. But yes, let's take for example, you have one of your mate here that says he learned how to he can use I mean that he used keyword, which means he also learned how to find the thing. That's the most important thing also of a study group. That when you're in a study group, you don't only rely on the person that probably is teaching you people. So you can always communicate with your mates inside that, let's say a WhatsApp group, and you people are exchanging. Maybe let's take for example, a question can come inside, and then you people just someone sees the question, you people try to handle it. Someone say, I saw this on page, because you learn more faster among yourselves than me giving you people idea here. So it's the best thing as you people are talking of a WhatsApp group. So tomorrow I'll bring that so that at least you people bring that up so that you people, when you join, it's much more easier because you learn among yourself just that, and you can learn daily because someone can find two questions. Let's give an example which is more challenging and difficult and send it into a WhatsApp group. And another person who has already come across that question will just say, I know this question, navigate to page, blah, 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 and then or page 150 something or whatsoever. Now you go to page, now you just see that question and go to that page and read. This helps you. If you guys do this among each other, it helps facilitate the things that you people are learning so that you can so you learn among each other, and then it raises the standard. Okay, so I'm really happy with that at least you people are doing this. So tomorrow we will do that. I will bring the WhatsApp number. I mean, I'll look for a WhatsApp number so that at least you guys can everyone can join in the group, and then you can share your ideas there. It helps you grow more. Let's say for example, last question, you can find an answer because it says 1.5. So answer is very easy to find. Yeah, yeah. I understand you. Yes, answer tricky because it's okay. So that was it for questions. Anything about networking that did someone try networking, or you are just focusing on this? And well, I appreciate you just focus on your exam now. Then when with time you can be thinking of doing different things, coaching or whatsoever. I mean, doing different things by meeting people, whatsoever. Yeah. My first player, I remember, I was just my first player assigned. I have a picture here of him, the first young player I had to sign. That was the first young player I tried to, not I tried that I signed. So this young, but he plays now for a professional academy. This young player was. So I was coming back from training a young player to put in my academy, to put I mean not in my academy, to put in my agency. So just to register him in my agency. So when I came, I said I stopped by the fee. They were playing a game. I said let me just try to watch him. I mean let me just try to go and watch training and what these people are doing. So I saw there was a team playing a game, and then he was playing for a team with red. And in that team with red, he scored a hat trick. He's the one. This was the team. He scored a hat trick in that game. Then the next time I came to watch him in this game, I traveled to a small city. He used to live in a small city. I came to watch him in this game. In this game, I came to watch him against an opposition. He scored another hat trick. And then I spoke with his parents. Then he started coming for extra training session to improve himself twice a week, just to do twice a week away from his team training. And then I saw that he was very talented, but he needed also guidance. He needed also guidance. So from there, I I took him already. I took him already. From there, I took him this summer. Went with him to a club, one of the professional clubs, and on his first day, he passed trials, and he's now playing with a professional team there. So He's a top player, but he needs also to not top player. He's a young player coming up where tricky winger dribbling. So, but now he needs to develop and just focus so that at least because he's already in a professional environment, so that he can break into the first team. Or another option is that I look for him also another professional team that he can play at much higher level. So yes, that's the story of tonight. What else do I have again for you guys? If not, we're going. I think yeah, we did already. Any question you want to know? If not, we can end here and then tomorrow we continue again. We have spent already 1 hour 50 minutes, close to 2 hours. Any comments? I'm not going to be live before discovering your channel. I'm not I'm not going to lie. Before discovering your channel, I underestimated the difficulty level of the exam. Now I know how. Now I know how I have actually to put in some work if I want to pass. Though it's actually harder. Yeah, yeah. The thing is, many. I understand. The thing with is that people. You're not the only one. Many people don't underestimate the exam. That's the first thing. Yeah, many people underestimate because, especially if you hear, let's say just with normal logic, if you hear an exam is multiple choice, you actually feel like, well, even if I don't read, I'm just going to pop up there and just do guesswork, and I might come up with a pass result, pass this. Yeah. So that's one thing. But the exam is not that because the questions, as you can see, these questions today we were reading. So you see how lengthy and challenging the questions were. But the thing now is if you practice more and more also this question and then doing certain things, just interacting, being in that exam mode, it helps you. It puts you in a nice way to pass the exam. So that's the best thing. Okay, guys. So tomorrow we will finish. We'll continue with more question three. We'll continue with more question three. Let's see what the agency connect. You are very correct. It's not easy as it looks. Yeah, yeah. It's not easy. Normally, you have to always work hard. But yes, guys, that's the idea of to be an agent is not easy. Once you pass the exam, you're working with professional. That's why the exam is challenging. You're working with people professional. You're working with people that you're working with people that let me say you're working. It's an industry makes of that. It's a multi-million dollar industry. They sign players for millions of euros. So, as an agent, you have to be professional enough to be able to handle certain deals when you are at the top. And this is the only exam you write to be able to manage whosoever you want to manage in the industry. So you can already know that the exam is going to be challenging, and you just need to put in the work as you are doing now, like this. Especially since it's an open book exam, people think because you have the material it's easy. No, no, no. Yes, that's the thing. It's not easy when you have the material because one at the exam, the time of the exam, the most challenging thing actually is even the time of the exam, because if they said they'll give the exam 1 hour 30 minutes, at least you could take your time. But just reading some questions, as we're seeing here, reading some questions is even close to reading more than 1 minute. And if you don't know how to interpret those questions, your 3 minute mark of a question is already passing. So is that challenging? So those are just a few things. And when you are already running late, the next thing is that you're having an exam anxiety that you just want to feel. You just want to feel anything just to make sure you have answered anything. And most of the time when you do that, you fail. So, but tomorrow we will, people please click the like button. Tomorrow we will continue to listen. We'll continue with the exam and the exam strategy and everything we're doing so that at least you can keep growing, because the best thing for me is that all of you here partaking in this study pass, that will be happy days. It's very hard exam, exactly, guys. It's very hard exam actually. Click and someone said, oh, click please click like buttons. Yes, if you are which you can not which you can click the like buttons and share whatsoever thing this appreciate for that. And also another question someone is asking is, it's very hard exam actually, guys, but you guys are already doing the best thing, so let's not put say it's already, you already do the best thing that you are preparing. The exam is hard, but it's only hard when you don't prepare. Once you prepare, it's not more hard. So that's the best thing, that we are at this stage, and today is 25th, and let's say the first day of writing is 29. So you have 1 month of constant preparation. And now that people are talking of WhatsApp group, if you join the WhatsApp, if you have a WhatsApp group, people keep feeding and asking questions to each other, putting questions inside the group. That helps a lot, because now you also ask someone, if you find something, a way to, so let me say, how to navigate a question, you explain to your friend, because those things that you're doing inside a group, you can teach someone something there already, the person don't need to go and read, and that person can see that thing already in the exam and answer and put the right answer. So that is the function of a WhatsApp group. So you guys do a lot of this kind of thing in the group, then it's more helpful for you guys. If you do like this, because we have 1 month to go and just constantly like this, then it's quite easy that you will make it for sure, guys, because no one if you prepare like this, I think you're preparing best, you're doing your ultimate best, then you're going to actually make it. So tomorrow, if you know people that you know, that someone that you might have that's a friend also writing the exam, the person is welcome to join you people and keep going and answer and learn with you people. So the best thing is that you people are putting it in the work. Okay, guys, let me go now so that at least I can rest. Tomorrow I'll be driving to. I have a long day tomorrow. I'll be driving to another city, 2 hours, 30-minute drive, and I want to go and see. Actually, the player I was telling you, I have to go and see. I have to go and see him. I have to go and see him playing tomorrow. So I already spoke to his coach. I'm coming tomorrow to observe what he's doing there. So I'll go there. Then tomorrow also I'll be speaking with this person. I'll be speaking with the academic director, sports academic director, also to have an idea of what they are doing. I spoke already with him last one time I go there, but each time I go there, I try to have a conversation with them to also know what is happening. So yes, that's it, guys. And if there's no question, then we disappear from here and come back tomorrow. Okay. So take care, guys, and see you tomorrow, 9:30 p.m. Don't forget, Eastern European time, and we are going to continue with mock question 3. We're going to join the WhatsApp group, all of us, tomorrow, and let's continue from there. Take care, guys, and bye for now. See you. Take care.